Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Capcom Cup 2017. And as you can imagine, we didn't get to see that one in rehearsals. That's a brand new announcement for us as well. This is your analyst desk for Capcom Cup 2017. I'm Sajam, this is F-Word, and I am joined by Vicious, two men who are as brilliant as they are bald. And we're going to be your analyst desk for this evening's Capcom Cup. Oh, you weren't ready for that one. So, to start things off, we're going to talk about yesterday. Yesterday was a really big day for Street Fighter action, right? We had a ton of really great matches, and we're just going to look through some of the highlights from yesterday, but really just kind of summarize some of the amazing matches. I know personally, I love that Yuri and Mir between Nemo and Dogura, the highest level of intellect. I mean, one-sided, but also genius. This is our first match of the day that we got to see Punk versus Nemo, closing it out with a perfect. I mean, honestly, there were just so many highlights.
But was it an upset?
Yeah, I mean,
to me it was. Yeah.
Look, you're sounding like an American over there, all right? We don't have any of those in top 8, okay? Take it easy over there.
This was an upset. Honestly, in that matchup, to play like that, men are the winner's side, blazing for Daigo with the reaction.
Completely unfazed, going up against Nemo right after and just keeping that composure, taking it over Nemo. Yeah. Super impressive, especially after that run against Mena.
Any other big surprises for you guys that stood out in this one?
I think just the LCQ in general, before we even got to this day.
Oh, yeah.
To see so much talent. You know, actually, let's go straight to this day. There was a Dalsim player blowing my mind yesterday.
That's right.
Was that a surprise or was that a surprise?
That was incredible, honestly. He was playing, you know, at another level. Yeah, those anvils he had against Kazunoko. We're talking about Dini Mokov, of course, who was absolutely killing it, honestly. He was just playing incredible. And yeah, these crazy reads by Itabashi, Zangief.
Itabashi, he couldn't die.
No,
this round here was over. He just can't die, this guy. I mean, it really could be his year.
And the read, every time down to the wire, it was just so close. It was such a cliffhanger for everybody
honestly,
doing that.
I'm starting to think Itabashi might be a cheater. No one has reads like that on that level. It's crazy. This is the hopes and dreams of the USA dying to Moke, incredibly talented Rashid player, right? Top 8 at EVO as well. I think a lot of people were underrating how good he was going to be, and look at this death range. Momochi stuck.
Classic Street Fighter 2 stuff right there.
Oh yeah, you just saw it, right? That 30th anniversary. Nothing's changed. All these years later, you just get stuck in a real bad spot. We've seen a lot of great action. We're going to take a peek at the bracket for tonight. If you haven't seen it already, you can see it on your screen here. Mena RD, 18 years old. His opponent, Itabashi Zangief, double his age.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the kind of veteran and young players we have here. Tokido versus Yukadon on the other side of that winners semis. It's looking like an all-Japanese affair. There are 6 Japanese players in this top 8. I think many of us, I was expecting maybe 6 to 7 as what we were looking at. Moke versus Daigo Umehara in that one. Tough draw, I think, for Moke in the loser's bracket. Daigo sort of chews up Rashid in that matchup generally, so it's going to be a tough one for him. And Problem X versus Nemo, a match that I'm sure F-Word and I are.
Go on.
We got to be split on that one, you and I.
UK flag, mate. Get in there. Problem X, mate. He's bringing it home, mate. Let's do it. Sorry, got carried away there.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that we know for sure. You're a big Problem fan. But I think the most impressive thing that we saw is just sort of, you know, as the year has gone on, the USA was looking really strong at the beginning. Europe was looking really strong. Everybody was closing it out. And then as the year has progressed, it's just been Japan closing it out.
Yeah, they've just basically taken over again. I was saying, like, this time last year, I was sitting on that desk commentating 2 USA players in the grand final.
Yeah.
How quickly has Japan turned that around? What they've done exactly, I'm not sure, but it's all there to see. I'm just very glad it's not an all-Japanese top 8. At least we've got a couple of unique, you know, countries in there.
Right.
But yeah, they've really started to dominate again.
Yeah. And just seeing the other representation from the Dominican Republic with Mena RD, he's been the guy to watch all season, in my personal opinion, right? We haven't seen too many of these guys get to travel out too much, right? We had DR Ray last year, and then Mena RD showing it up big time for his country. You know, it's so great to see that kind of representation for a community that gets together like the Latin America region.
Yeah, we saw it in the LCQ too, and I mean, as a reminder, last year Tokido 0-2 in the tournament. He lost to DR Ray first round.
Right.
Yeah,
so yeah, they've always been a really strong scene. But you know, there's a lot of money on the line tonight. That's one thing on everybody's mind.
Just a tiny bit,
First place, $250,000. Quite a pretty penny indeed. So first place will get the lion's share of that. You know, we got to talk to some of the players before this event, those who are in the top 8 and those who are just in the top 32, and we asked them what they would do with that kind of money. It's life-changing money, and here are their answers.
If I win Capcom Cup, cool. Good games, everybody. Thank you and you're welcome.
I think I'm gonna buy a dog, a corgi.
まあ今1匹ゴンスケっていう犬を飼ってるので、その彼の友達を作ってあげたいなっていうのはちょっと思います。
My wife like corgi and I do like corgi. I follow a lot of corgi in Instagram. So, yeah.
I won Capcom Cup. I already told my stream that I was going to buy a horse and bring it on the stream.
家を買ったりとか。
家を買うための、車と、あとは結婚挙式費用。
結婚式のなんか資金にしたいなっていう。
多分子供のために使うんじゃないかなと思います。
I'll probably like do a football soccer celebration. You know, maybe take off the sponsorship shirt and run around in laps on the stage, something like that.
I would tell everyone that I'm basically designing the Snake Eyes Geef mod as the new costume.
I would say I'm the best.
Honestly, all I know is my life would be radically different from when they come out.
今年は賞金どうしようかなと思ってて、もし取れたら、何位でもいいんですけど、格闘ゲームを使った映画、ナインロードっていうのがあるんですけど、それの資金が足りないみたいなんで、賞金は全部それに使おうかなって思って。
Well, my sin doesn't have a good place, like where to meet up. We have like a dojo, but it's really small. So I will invest on that and make it bigger and make like to attract people to learn fighting games in the Dominican Republic.
とりあえず目の前に勝ったことが嬉しくてガッツポーズをするんじゃないかな。でそこからじわじわと多分実感が出てくるんだと思う。あ、自分勝ったんだっていう。多分だけど。
So there you have it. A lot of interesting answers. A lot of the people on there I didn't know were married or are getting married.
Yeah,
a lot of different family men apparently.
Huge surprise to me.
Was married, yeah. Yeah.
They all look so young.
I thought Dogura only had one kid. He's got two. He's had children, so he's got more than one.
Yeah, he said, yeah, I would go towards my children. I was like, oh, I didn't know
that either. Yeah.
Dogura's over there putting in work. Yeah, what's with the horse,
the
Justin?
hell
I don't
is
know what
that
that
about?
means. I don't know anything about that. He's like, I'll just buy a horse. I thought at first he said house. Like, so everybody else was saying house. They're like, yeah, I'd buy a house. Justin's like, I'd buy a horse. And then bring it on stream. I was like, you can't bring your house on stream. It's already on your stream. And then it all started to click. But
I could just imagine the stream chat answers right now to that.
Just
that
right in the back,
horse
just
choice.
hacking out.
yeah, what they would do that with that much money, I can't even imagine. It's time for us to get into probably our least favorite part, which is where we have to make predictions about who will win the tournament, and people will make fun of us forever when we're wrong. So we're going to start with the gentleman down at the left there, Vicious. Who is your pick about who will win?
Go with the current reigning EVO champion, Tokido, Echo Fox's own. Now, hear me out, right? Last year, he went 0-2 at Capcom Cup. Came back with a vengeance as soon as his character Akuma came out and took down Evolution, right? Now, he stacked up in the top 8. He took down the likes of Ricky Ortiz, Gachikun, Bonchan with an impressive score of 3-1 each set. So, no doubt in my mind, he's going to come out even stronger today for top 8.
Yeah, and interesting, talking to him backstage, he seems very confident in how he would play. Tokido likes to exercise, warm up, stuff like that. He was talking about how this morning he had like a session, he was working out, and he was like, you know what, I'm feeling really great about today. I'm really confident in how things will go, and I think that's a really strong pick.
Yeah, it's a good pick. It's a safe bet. I mean, he's just playing it safe, basically.
That's extremely safe. Yeah, about as safe as it could be.
Pretty much, yeah. I like to play it that way.
All right, are you playing it safe, F-word?
I wasn't going to play it safe, and I'm probably going to get a lot of stick for this, but I've actually gone with Yukadon.
What? You didn't go with Problem X?
I wanted to go with Problem X.
Wow.
In my okay.
Top 10 betrayal.
What happened to
My heart says Problem X.
Yeah.
But my mind just tells me that this guy Zabuki is just impenetrable. And he's in that form again. And the fact that everyone slept on him and no one's mentioning his name and he's sitting in the winner's bracket just tells me that this could be the guy this year. He really could be the guy. So yeah, I'm saying Yukadon, but I'm praying the Problem X upsets the masses and wins this.
So you have your heart pick and your mind pick.
Exactly.
You've decided to make both. Yeah, many of the Japanese players have said that they feel that Yukadon is probably the one to watch out for. He's one of the most consistent and strongest coming into that. So that makes a lot of sense. Our two commentators, they got to make their choices, and I'm sure you'll hear from them in a little bit. But of course, as you probably expect, David picked Itabashi Zangief. He's a Geef player, and so it makes a lot of sense.
It's a good pick. The guy's been impossible to kill. He should have died so many times yesterday. He just didn't.
His luck just never runs out. He has a couple of tough
luck
matches.
and talent, at the same time.
Yeah.
He's just incredibly difficult to finish. So
yeah. He has tough matches coming up, right? Even if he beats Mena, both Yukadon and Tokido have taken him out in tournament in this season. So
yeah, Yukadon twice actually a DreamHack.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough draw for him. James picked Tokido, which after you saw his reaction to that finals at EVO, I think 0 people are surprised that that's who James went with. I'm really surprised. And we asked Tasty Steve. We said, Steve, pick one person. Who do you think is going to win? And he said, oh, man, I think maybe Yukadon's going to. But then I got this, Mena. Oh, man.
But playing it the safest.
Yukadon, man. Itabashi, man.
Man. But it's like, it's so much damage, man. And I was like, all right, Steve, well, Thanks for the answer. It's good to hear from you. And then finally, my pick. I think many people know that I'm a big fan of a certain player in this top 8. And that is the pick I picked in my heart, which is Nemo. But my real pick, I like the bracket man, Mena RD from the Dominican Republic. I like his chances in this bracket. He has an excellent match for him in Itabashi Zangief. And if he happens to win, he plays against Tokido or Yukadon, who I think he has favorable matchups in terms of character and player.
And experience as well. I mean, how much work? I mean, Tokido's a whiz. And he is fully covered, but we've seen him suffer very rarely, but we have seen him suffer in the past from lack of matchup knowledge. How much work would he have done versus Birdie compared to the work that Mena would have done versus Akuma with the likes of Yoshi in his town, you know?
Exactly, and he's talked about the strength of his scene, and you saw that what he would do with the money, he would invest it back into his scene. Maybe I'm sort of hopeful here that that will happen. I want the DR to travel. I want them to do well. So my pick in both in this match is Mena RD. I really hope that he does well.
I can see it happening.
Yeah. So that is our analysis. We broke it down. I'm sure nothing we said will have come true. It'll be somebody else. Somebody's going to break through the ceiling and come down and win. It's going to be somebody else in this bracket. But that has been your Analyst Desk. We'll see you guys again at the half in a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Street Fighter action. We'll see you in just a bit.
We are here at the Anaheim Convention Arena, live from the PlayStation Experience, here to crown the greatest Street Fighter V player in the world. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Capcom Cup 2017. My name is James Chen.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ultra David. Yesterday, the day before, already fantastic. We had the Last Chance Qualifier, and that was about as good as it gets. Extremely close, and you knew whoever was going to make it out of that was going to be a big threat, and that is indeed how it's turned out. Of course, Nemo made top 8, but yeah, yesterday started off with the bang, and it's been incredible ever since.
Yeah, absolutely. And just the top 32 matches whittled down to top 8 all took place yesterday, and that obviously did not disappoint as well. A bunch of upsets. I don't even know if you can call anything an upset at this point in time.
Right? There were some things we didn't predict, that's for sure. But hard to call any of these players as somebody who can make an upset. They're all so good. But you see what we have is going to be Mena RD versus Itazan. Both of them had pretty close matches coming into this thing. Very close, Itazan versus Moke. Very close, Mena RD versus Daigo. That's the first match that we're going to have up on the stage. After that, we'll have Tokido versus Yukadon. Nobody has lost as few games as Yukadon coming into this top 8 winners. He looks good.
And it's strange, too, because I feel like, weirdly enough, even though Yukadon is just super high-seated here in the Capcom Pro Tour, he won 2 premier events in a row. I feel like people don't talk about him as much. Like, when you get picks, people are always like, oh, I like Punk, I like Tokido, you know. Not a lot of people mention Yukadon, but I feel like he's right there.
Of course he's right there, yeah. Nobody would be surprised, I don't think. He's certainly among the highest level competitors. But the first 2 that we have coming up, Mena RD versus Itabashi Zangief, personally, I feel like this is the match that really decides how things go. I like the winner of this to win the whole thing because I like how they match up with what would come next.
Yeah, of course, Mena RD from the Dominican Republic. Just that scene has been killing it all year long. So many strong players from there. And of course, Itazan, greatest Zangief player on the planet.
Yeah, no doubt.
Probably in the universe, too.
I mean, presumably that's the case.
I'll go that far. I'll go that far.
Now, what's Mena RD going to do when it starts off? It's going to be Zangief for sure for Itazan. But for Mena, maybe Abigail, it might be Birdie. Both of those characters, I think, are pretty good choices against Zangief. We'll see what he ends up with here.
I mean, his main character is Birdie, right? And it's already a good matchup. So I would not expect him to go with Abigail. And sure enough, he has locked into Birdie. So we are going to have a battle of the big men to start right away. It's going to be Zangief versus Birdie. Mena RD versus Itabashi Zangief from the Dominican Republic versus Japan. Let's go!
We in the US like to steal the moniker American, but in fact we still have an American to root for, even though there's nobody from the US left. It's Mena RD.
All right, so immediately, one of the things you'll notice is that Birdie, especially that standing heavy punch, great button to kind of zone Zangief a little bit, and then the items, the can, the banana, are gonna be so nice!
What a way to start off. We saw Itazan play the same matchup versus Problem X, and he actually defeated Problem's Birdie, so he plays this matchup very well.
Nice awareness there from Mena RD. Gets away from the running bear grab, and then again gets his own command throw into the EX. Bull Revenger.
This is very strong right now for Mena RD. I love his game plan. Whip punishing, controlling the range. He does not want to get close at this point, and it doesn't happen with Stand Fierce. The big range does the work.
Yeah, that button is so good. It's a thorn in Zangief's side. You saw, even when he absorbed it with the armor, still out of range for SPDs, but that's not out of range.
Chooses to go with EX, so he gets a great leading situation afterward. He's still in there. Oh,
He's got some cuss counter on the back dash. Close to stun now. It's Mena RD. There it is. Itazan should be able to take this round off of this combo here. Oh, no, not quite.
Not against Birdie. That means you give Mena a chance, and that is dangerous. He goes in afterward. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, all Mena RD needed was one back throw into the corner. We've seen him for 2 years in running now. Every time he gets that back throw, all of a sudden everything spirals downward almost instantly.
The B-Skill Absorb is a big tool for Itazan in this matchup, especially against Can and the Banana. But we saw already Mena RD has taken steps to beat that with his own command grab to beat the B-Skill. I like the adaptation. In there now. He's got super. He's very dangerous. He chooses to back off.
We definitely see Mena RD is deciding to use a very command throw heavy game whenever he gets in on Itabashi.
Yes.
But
and I think that is because of that B-Skill.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful now because Itabashi has that ability to...
Will he go for reset? No.
No, he's just gonna go for the Air EX SPD, and he has so good at this momentum right here.
Can he stay in if he does? Oh, what a read on the... Well, in any case, Mena, can he set anything up for himself? He chooses to try to go in.
Oh, he's blocked. And yeah, very defensive from Itazan. And he gets cut out of the air. Not quite dead yet, but here comes a can.
That can's so threatening. Oh! He got him! Oh boy, it's all downhill.
Oh my god. One more mix-up. What's the guess right here? Oh, he wakes up with the armor.
Itazan was looking for wake-up EX grab, which can't be thrown, and so he tried to jump, but no, instead it was EX bolt.
So there we go, Mena RD taking game number 1. Of course, this is best of 5 here, so first to 3 for the entire top 8.
But I gotta tell you, Itazan had some threatening moments in there. He really could have taken it. And again, not an easy matchup for him. His character gets zoned out by Birdie, but his pressure's so good up close. You can see that really counts.
Yeah, that banana is a problem for Zangief. It's really hard for him to move past that. He's got a jump, which is very obvious to anti-air. So that's what Mena RD wants to do, is get out. Oh no, that was too far.
Interesting idea, but yeah, just didn't have the range.
Using the armor and chasing down the jump.
Almost that trigger. He's gonna have it now. But Itazan is in a great spot.
Oh, here we go, trigger activated. Decides to go for Can instead, and he's gonna get the combo off of it.
That's big damage, he's still in there?
Okay, backs off, and again, sets out. It's just basically a wall. It controls where Zangief can move on the screen.
Again. Yeah, you see, whenever that comes out, Itazan wants to back off. He doesn't want to do it. There's a lot of damage on this.
And you see, after the jump attack, Itazan couldn't move. Oh my god! Command throw!
Throw invulnerable command grab!
Okay, here we go, the meaty. What's the mix-up? He goes for it again.
Had to make it safe, it's gone.
Chipped him all the way down to no health, but he can't chip him to death without a critical art. And even Zangief can't chip it out with the critical art.
No,
so he just needs one hit.
Even though it looks like Itazan has the lead, I tell you, next hit can really do this.
Oh yeah. But you know what? Mena RD's V-trigger running out little by little.
And no meter for EX pull or EX far command grab.
And Itazan has...
He's running out of time.
Oh, there it is. Right there, Itazan's going to take it. And you know what? Itazan was going to run that whole timer out. He didn't care if there was any bananas or anything. He was just going to stand still.
100%. No reason to take any big risks.
Oh, too far. But not that bad of a punish, in all things considered.
The wall up again. Ice clone's out.
All right. Yeah, but again, see how it's controlling the screen space right there. Itazan keeps getting pushed backwards towards the corner, little by little.
But I love Itazan walking in and out of the stand fierce range. You can see he knows exactly where it is, and he's using that to slowly push Mena RD backwards.
Yep. And every time it whiffs just a little. Oh no! It dashed into the banana.
He's getting a little anxious.
Oh, that's too... Oh, it was close enough to get the suction late.
Got him!
Oh, the option select. Regular throw into air EX SPD. He hit a button. And Mena RD is going to spend all those resources to guarantee and take round number 2.
Sometimes you got to take the risk, and he did, and it paid off. This matchup, I think in particular, is about making those hard reads when you're up close. Mena trying to just zone out. Again, I love Itasan spacing. It's so immaculate.
Oh, okay, that time was a good read on the timing, but a great forward jump from Mena RD on Wake Up.
And then Mena did not want any part of the pressure. A reset. Mena very patient on defense there, but Itazan's back in.
Yeah, a little too late on the anti-air. Not that time. He had the bull horns ready to go.
Itazan with the life lead now, and we already saw that he is willing to just hang out, not do anything.
All right.
Mena now has trigger.
Yeah, building up a little bit of that V-trigger. Using the V-reversal. Doesn't want to have to deal with any sort of mix-up and wants to push him back just a little bit.
Yeah, he'd rather not have his own V-trigger if it means that there's no Mena RD in his face. Makes sense.
Oh,
the can is there! Yes!
And that wasn't a combo off of the can. Here we go. EX command throw.
It was a reset for so much damage. Got him!
Armor!
Could have been super. Will Itazan live to regret it? Yes. Oh boy. If that had been the 720 super, that may have been the game. It was so close.
Yeah, you can see the anguish on Itazan's face right now. He knew he had that one, just muscle memory causing him to go with the EX SPD instead.
Those are expensive mistakes at this stage of the game.
All right, Mena RD up 2-0. He's one game away from getting into winners finals. Light SPD, not as much pressure off of that.
Hey, you see Mena RD press a lot of buttons on his own wake up. I love the headbutt as a way to tell him to just quit it.
And Mena RD has been doing so good with that crouching heavy punch, anti-air. And Mena RD really hasn't whip punished the Stand Fierce that many times. I think I've only seen it one time.
He's typically not in that range. I don't think he wants to be there. He'd rather just be at this range where his own Stand Fierce works with its huge range. He feels more comfortable there answering. Well, that was a chance, you're right, but he's just not looking for it.
Okay, that's going to be a little meaty on that V-trigger. Again, just dashing into that Standing Fierce every time.
Itazan had to settle down there. It seemed like he was starting to go in. What a timing!
Love it.
Again? Yes!
Love it! Just throw those out. One back to back, catch him off guard, and yes, that's not real. He blocked it. So he's gonna have an advantage in that situation, able to punish him.
Look at this. It could be 3-0 for Mena RD.
What a start.
Dominant so far.
Yeah, what a start for Mena right now.
I haven't felt like each round is a blow up at all, but they have accumulated.
Yeah, it's that standing heavy punch right now for Mena RD, and then the crouching heavy punch with the anti-air. Itazan just has not had an answer for that button right there.
Down fierce or zonk or down strong. He has so many tools. And as Geef, you do have buttons to beat some of them, but you got to take a guess on which one's going to try to beat what and where.
Just like that. You got to hit that time. Oh, but again, same situation. Mena RD knows that Itazan is looking so much, concentrating, focusing so much of his brain on that stand heavy punch that he can catch him with the EX Dolphin.
Oh, huge! He went in finally. It's been so long since that happened, and Itazan wasn't looking for it. Now Mena is so close. He really just needs 2 more hits to seal this, to send himself to winners finals. Itazan knows that. He's trying to stay outside of things, but the question is, how's he going to get in? Is he going to do it? He's not! There's Mena RD. It was dominance. 3-0 to move into winners finals. Now, there were moments there for Itazan. If he had had that super rather than the EX360, maybe we wouldn't be having this conversation. But everything else looked good for Mena.
Yeah, a very dominant performance there from Mena RD. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I feel like, Seijan picked Mena RD, because he looked at the brackets. He knows that Birdie is going to do really well against him. And you saw it right there. It was that standing heavy punch that Itazan had to focus so much attention to that, he was going to get caught by EX Revenger and all sorts of other things, So it was just really difficult for him to navigate in there and get his game going.
Yeah, I think that Mena RD benefited a bit from having seen Itazan play against Birdie by Problem X.
Right.
Because some of what Problem X didn't work. Itazan beat it, V-skills and the like. And we saw right off the bat that Mena RD did exactly what he needed to do to beat those tactics.
Right, and you know what? Itazan is a very momentum kind of player, right? And having that standing heavy punch keep him out really just killed all of that momentum. So.
There you go. Well, we got a replay. We can go back and take a look at some of this. There were some good moments on both sides. Yeah, I love that reaction, EX. And once you start off with that EX, you have a great situation for yourself. Itazan did. Man, he was so close to doing this. Those first 2 games, they really could have been different.
Yeah. but Mena RD.
Here you go. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh,
right there.
man.
Yeah. And that was just the muscle memory. And Itabashi knew afterwards that he had that, and he went for broke on the second SPD. So there you go. Mena RD is going to move ahead on the winner's side. He is in winners finals. He will be playing against the winner of Tokido and Yukadon, which will be coming up next.
So far, Mena RD has beaten, I mean, just an incredible list of players. Xian, Kazunoko, Daigo, Itazan. Got a chance to do it, as you said, against either Tokido or Yukadon. But already an incredible list.
All right, well, he's definitely put himself in prime position to win this whole entire thing. Again, if you are in the winner side of Grand Finals, you only need to win one set. So that is such a huge advantage of making your way all the way to Grand Finals from the winner's side.
Well, coming up next, we're going to have Tokido versus Yukadon. As I said before, Yukadon made it into this top 8 winners with fewer losses than anybody else. I think he looks great, but at the same time, Tokido looks great too. They both have had a lot of success this year.
That's right. Well, that match is going to come up very soon, right after this break. Do not go anywhere. Capcom Cup 2017 will continue right after this break.
Alrighty, welcome back to Capcom Cup 2017. We've already seen the first match of the day. We got the second one coming up now. We're still in winners. We have to see who Mena RD will play against.
That's right, and it's going to be either Yukadon or Tokido, two of probably the strongest players all year long. Actually, Yukadon's been, well, actually both of them have been strong all for both years of Street Fighter V.
That's true. Yes, absolutely right. Yukadon you see there. Tokido's on the other side.
Yeah, and of course, Tokido is the reigning EVO 2017 champion. A really impressive performance over there, coming from the losers bracket in that entire tournament to take it in Grand Finals over Punk.
This weekend, he beat Ricky Ortiz, he beat Gachikun, and he beat Tokido. Yukadon's path was through Didymokov, Snake Eyes, and Luffy. So both of them have beaten some very, very strong players already. But now this matchup is going to be a fascinating one because I feel like they are both so strong. I love their neutral games so much. They play really interesting footsies, and they are both capable of, at the same time, sort of biding their time, and also, when time is right, going in, making hard reads. We saw one of the most interesting hard reads I've seen in a while when Tokido did his Raging Demon against Bonchan's V-Reversal yesterday.
Right. Yeah, and of course, both of these characters are, you know, they want to be in each other's face and get their momentum going. Because once they get a hit on you, all of a sudden it's a setup. So for Ibuki, it's going to be the air reset. For Akuma, he's going to set himself up for those EX Demon Flip mix-ups. EX Demon Flip, of course, leads throws, the overheads, the hits, to all sorts of shenanigans. So
these guys have played a couple of times this year. Tokido beat Yukadon 2-1 at Taiwan Fighter Major and 3-1 at Battle Arena Melbourne.
Okay, so Tokido seems to have the upper hand in this matchup's history.
Well, you never know, because people always say that Yukadon blows everybody up when they're not in tournament. So we'll see. He blows up a lot of people in tournament too.
Well, so far, a great start from Tokido. He's already drained almost half of Yukadon's life, had the anti-air on point. It's been a weakness of his in the past, one that he has very clearly rectified recently.
Yeah, Yukadon is more about getting in right now. Tokido trying to play patiently, trying to keep the space for himself, looking for counter pokes and the like. Yukadon's now in the corner. Dangerous.
Yep, has this pressure going. And look at the solid defense from Tokido. Nothing really crazy. He was just blocking. He's willing to take the throws. That's something that I feel like Yukadon's going to have to pay attention to.
Did you see him just hop over and then block? No risks taken at all.
Oh, hop forward to get away from the bomb. Nice.
His defense finally opened up. Yukadon doesn't quite.
Oh, it's not quite enough to kill. Oh, this is dangerous. Because Tokido can still take this on one combo.
He's very much alive.
He's still, he had the critical art, but he chose not to use it.
There it is.
Oh, he baits the throw. And Tokido indeed does make the comeback. And that was just round one.
There you go. Neither character can really survive long against the onslaught from the other, but I loved Tokido's defense. Something we saw during his EVO run as well. He can play so calmly, so patiently.
All right, once again, Yukadon getting in close and setting that pressure. And like I said, last round, Tokido blocked a lot, so you saw Yukadon go for the throw. Again, another throw. Tokido waking up with a crouching heavy punch to check him.
Has countered entrance. A little bit of damage, and again. Okay, Tokido damage.
Wasn't expecting the wake up EX uppercut. And that is something Tokido didn't even barely use at Evo, but he uses it here. And look at the momentum that it's giving him. Look at this damage. He just needs one more mix up now.
Oh, what a jump release. It's not gonna work. Tokido, game 1.
That was such a good idea by Yukadon. He was hoping Tokido would dash to try to chase him and run into the kunai. But Tokido, remaining patient, waited till the knives missed and then got up there and threw him for the win.
I love seeing his calm countenance, even after a game like that. Still taking some time to settle himself down.
Yeah, 2 rounds in a row that Yukadon looked like he should have won, and then Tokido kind of stealing both of them. Oh, what a whip punish.
Yeah, you gotta stay solid until the very end. Yukadon has, oh, he blocks the time.
Yeah, almost chased down the backdash. Wake up light punch into target combo for Yukadon. Gives him back the momentum.
But you can still see him trying to move forward a lot. Whereas Tokido, lots of this patience at range, looking for anti-airs, looking for individual counter pokes. Very different style.
Nice. Oh, not too much off of that, just a fireball, but there you go again. Tokido with the clean anti-air.
Oh, he saw it in time. Yukadon now, very, very dangerous. He has to be triggered with, no!
Oh, he just walked into it, and then Tokido goes to the other side with the empty demon flip into the slide. Got a crouch block that one, and Yukadon did not crouch fast enough.
Of course, there's a mix-up there of an overhead or a grab or a low.
Exactly. He went for the throw that time. Yukadon sniffed that out. Oh, did you see that? It looks like he was almost kind of low-profiled it with the crouching medium punch.
Yukadon looking for big stuff right now, pressuring, not overly difficult.
He baited
sudden movement. Tokido wake up EXDP. It's something he does rarely, but we've already seen it a couple of times in this set.
Yeah, normally he kind of option selects a wake up EX demon flip, but wake up uppercut twice now. Maybe there's just something he knows about Yukadon.
Or a message he's trying to send. In any case, Yukadon has the corner for himself, but not quite trigger.
Yeah.
He had that. Yes, he does. Okay, he builds it with the V-skill. Huge!
Oh, but he throws, and the throw invincibility allows him to escape the bomb as well, but Yukadon still sitting on one more bomb.
Yukadon without meter.
Can Tokido steal another round from Yukadon here in the clutch?
One more chance. Another just jump out. He lives. Yukadon has the life lead, and he backs off. We've seen him mostly trying to get in. Now it's his turn to try to play some defense.
Oh, nice. He was just waiting for that. Has the uppercut all ready to greet the demon flip. So there we go. Yukadon taking his first round here against Tokido. Wow, look at the start. 4 fireballs in a row.
Oh, that said, Yukadon was ready for when Tokido came in, but now Tokido's there.
Yukadon has been fishing for the backdash a lot with that stand heavy kick, and I don't feel like Tokido is really, you see, he did it again.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's looking for crush, and it's not coming. Tokido changing up some of his styles. What a counter poke! And he's potentially a hit away. If it's the big stuff, he's got that super on deck. He can take the game right now.
Oh, but that nice crouching medium kick is gonna, oh, but he timed it just wrong. The bomb did not combo. And so Tokido's gonna get away with that and not have to deal with a mix-up.
Slow approach from Yukadon. Again, looking for the round as he wants to crush, and it's just not coming. Tokido's not putting himself in that spot.
Again, I mentioned that Yukadon, that Tokido's been blocking a lot. Yukadon's got to try to pressure him with more throws, in my opinion. But he's hoping that that's what Tokido's thinking
well, I know
as
these
well.
guys have played many times, and I think that what we're seeing now is the sort of adaptation. It's the change on what they have done before. No juggle, it had already exploded.
Ooh.
He's pressuring against the very dangerous Tokido right now. Activates.
Yeah, just wants to get in there now. Try to put some fear in Yukadon's heart. Oh, again, ready. Oh,
no! The error, but Tokido didn't see it. It works out for him anyway, but boy, you got to feel for Yukadon on how that ended up.
Yeah, he was just trying to go for a meaty, and Tokido came out with a back heavy punch on wake up. I'm not even sure if, he wasn't trying to V-reversal because that was obviously back heavy punch, but, it worked out for him.
Tokido's not thinking about that yet. He's keeping his thoughts on the current match. And I've liked his play a lot so far. I like some of the changes that he's made. But at the same time, Yukadon has had a couple of errors and Tokido has taken advantage of them. So, which is good job to Tokido. That's what you have to do.
Of course.
But for Yukadon, there's a little bit to tighten up. Taking some time.
Tokido definitely prescribing to this theory of, you know, keeping a peaceful mind before he plays the match. So gathering himself here. And despite the fact that it is 2-0, these matches have been super close.
Oh, yeah.
Super, super close. But again, just right when, you know, everything matters the most, it feels like everything has just fallen Tokido's way. Man, again, you can just see, the nerves.
Yeah, Yukadon checking his stick, making sure everything still works here. I don't think that that's been the issue. It doesn't seem like there's a lack of control, but unfortunately there have been some timings a little bit off. Not a lot, but at this level you have to play so tightly there can't be any errors.
I love the fact that, you know, you can sense the tension right now. Even the audience right now is so silent right now, just waiting for this third match to start.
Here we go.
Here it goes. There it is. Game number 3. Is Tokido going to take this 2-0, or will Yukadon begin his road for the comeback? He needs to win 3 games straight to be able to take the set.
He's certainly capable of doing that.
Here we go. Again, same start that we've seen. Instant pressure, instant offense from Yukadon.
Well, but it's more about focused ground movement rather than trying to jump in or trying to set something or trying to look for a counter poke. It's much more insistent about approach on the ground. Punish, please. Yes.
And we also saw one other good thing for Yukadon. Tokido finally teched a throw. So now Yukadon has things set up, for example, for the throw baits and the frame traps.
Okay, a little bit less intense by Yukadon, but still trying to move forward. Nice timing. Maybe all that ground pressure did work. Got the air approach instead.
But he went for the reset. He got the stand medium punch, light kick in the teleport dash, though. Here we go. Side-to-side mix-up. Yep, great block by Tokido, but that V-skill leaning back to avoid the counter poke. Oh!
What timing, but not quite on the rest. I think that probably was a dragon punch that was screwed up there, the stand roundhouse.
Ooh, what a whip punish on the V-skill.
Not easy to do.
Oh, and gets the light punch anti-air, flies out of there, but unfortunately chased down by Tokido, threw him right back in the corner, but Yukadon crouching under the demon foot throw. Oh!
No, it's not gonna work out for Tokido.
That was
big
such
damage.
A beautiful idea. He tried to use the invincibility of the uppercut to combo off of his poke to avoid the bomb. Unfortunately, he was just too far away so that the EX uppercut did not connect.
It's so interesting seeing Tokido take those risks because at EVO and some other tournaments, he really didn't. He really stayed away from that stuff. But so far today, and yesterday was the same, he's willing to take risks.
Maybe he's trying to use that analysis from EVO against everybody, you know?
I mean, again, these guys, it's not like they only play in big tournaments. I know they play outside of that as well.
Ooh, he has the anti-air ready to go. Yep, recovered in time. Nice, with punish from Yukadon, and here we go. Once again, that offense from Yukadon, as you mentioned, very capable of taking 3 games in a row, and you can see it right now. Looks like everything is going right for Yukadon now, and he gets the stun. Just like that, taking round number 1 in game 4.
Yeah, that looks really good. I love his pressure right now. And the fact that Tokido has taken risks doesn't seem to be dissuading Yukadon at all.
All right, gets in there with the EX air kunai. Has the juggle off of that as well. All right, now time for Tokido to try some offense, but he has just not been able to get anything.
Down strong. I really feel like Yukadon was hoping for a wake-up button, but that did not work.
All right, Tokido brave enough to get the walk-up throw and jumps himself into the corner. It's a bad situation now.
Okay. Did you see him do nothing before that? He had called that out clearly. He was waiting for it to come. Waiting again is Yukadon. Got a good range for himself, blocks.
Back throw into the corner again. Such an advantage in this situation. Oh, the auto-correct into the critical art.
It was enough? Oh, all right, I know Ibuki doesn't have the most life in the game, but wow.
Oh my God, again, just another clutch finish for Tokido, taking it with that critical art.
He's at match point as a result. I feel like this has been a lot of Yukadon's strength in the last few rounds, but no, Tokido takes it anyway.
Oh, and he was ready for the command dash. Punished it right as soon as he saw it. And here we go, corner pressure, gets the crush counter.
Very close now. He's gonna need a little bit more. Maybe one reset, one more mix-up. Yes. Yukadon is in trouble.
Again.
They're just waiting it out. Okay, finally activates.
He was so scared. Oh, he's gonna get the combo off of that. But the target combo missed, so he's not gonna get the air reset.
Tokido was willing to take the throw. You can see that.
Oh!
Tries to move away. It's not enough yet. Here he comes, though.
Beautiful air EX fireball. Yukadon with no more V-trigger. He's got to do this with just his meter. Oh, he's in. He's in. Here comes the mix-up from the front, but Tokido blocked it. Oh, what a clutch defense right there from Tokido.
Trigger is gone. Yukadon's still down in life, but I feel like this is a pretty even spot. If he can get in, he may be able to take it. Mix up. No, nothing.
Oh, there it is! And he went for the throw. Tokido backed off out of range, punished it accordingly, and a fist pump from Tokido because he knows he is in winners finals to go up against Mena RD.
Yeah, how about that? Tokido. Again, I thought that Yukadon was starting to do some good stuff, but after Tokido took that one round with the super, kind of stole that one. The last round, I thought was good for him. So good stuff to Tokido, looking very strong, moving through. And like you said, his reward will be to play against Mena RD.
Yeah, a lot of times the heart of a champion really comes down to those clutch moments. It could be close the entire way, but as long as you can close out the rounds, you're going to end up taking it. And we're going to see that here, right here, on some of these replays. Look at how much life that Tokido has to catch up here against Yukadon.
Well, that's the part of the power of his character is that it can be so explosive. We saw that multiple times. Here was one.
Just so much damage off of that, and he was able to take that round. And here comes the finish right there, walked out of the range, and you see the elation on Tokido's face right there.
So let's take a look at the bracket then. We just found out who Mena RD's opponent's going to be in those winners finals. It will be Tokido with his 3-1 victory. And we also know a little bit more about what's going on in the losers bracket. Take a look at that just briefly here. Moke versus Daigo is where we're going next. Whoever wins that one is going to have to play against Yukadon. On the other side of losers, Problem X versus Nemo, winner of that will play against Itabashi Zangief.
One of the cool things about this next matchup that we're going to see, which is going to be Moke versus Daigo Umehara. Look, Daigo Umehara has been a champion-level fighting game player for 2 decades.
20 years.
For 20 years now. First time he played against Alex Vi, I believe, was like in 1998 when he came over for Alpha 3. And for 20 years now, he has just been amazing at this.
Yeah, across a host of different games.
Is Moke even 20 years old? You know? Obviously, a very young player here. Burst onto the scene at EVO when he made top 8.
Right, they do come into this and into this year, really, from very different sides. Daigo, as you said, is a legend. Has been for a very long time. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, he was already a legend. Whereas Moke comes into it as a very strong online player. For a while, he was the top Rashid. Coming into EVO, although people thought that he was a good player, very few would have predicted him to make top 8 at that event, but that's exactly what he did. And after that, he began to travel much more, and really just in the last half year, he got enough points to qualify for Capcom Cup.
Right.
Not easy to do.
Yeah, and here he is going up against a legend, probably a player that he grew up watching, probably a player that he's known for most of his fighting game career.
Sure.
And now here he is at Capcom Cup on the stage going up against Daigo the Beast Umehara.
Coming into this event, look, everybody knows Daigo is an incredible player, but some of the things that he did yesterday,
dude,
amazing, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, Nemo sent Punk into losers in the first round, and Nemo, hot off of his last chance qualifier win, just looked like he was on fire. And then he went up against Daigo, and Daigo just beat him up.
It was 3-0. Nemo did not win a game. So dominance by Daigo. He then lost very close match to Mena RD, sent to loser's side. And then after that, of course, it went through. He had to play against Momochi. And that was very strong. Remember how that ended up with Daigo having an excellent corner control, Sonic Boom, into flash kick, very old style looking stuff, but extremely effective.
It's like, I remember doing this 20 years ago.
Right? No, you got it. You got it. So now he gets to play against Moke.
But speaking of Punk, Moke was the player who actually was able to take Punk out of the tournament for this top 8. Also another, his own set of impressive body count on the way here.
Yeah, he won 3-0 over Justin Wong. He then won 3-1 over Sako, and then lost a very close one to Itazan.
Dude, that one was kind of crazy.
Oh,
Here we
it's
go.
happening.
Okay, we're
All
going
right.
right into the match. All right. All right, so immediately you see right now Daigo trying to establish his position with the Sonic Boom. It is such a strong zoning tool.
Yeah, look for him to try to really establish that space control, that zoning control, and for him to be patient in defense. One thing I always like about Daigo is that he has interesting ideas about how to approach the defensive game. We saw some of that yesterday. Expect to see more today.
Yeah, just got to watch out for that V skill from... yeah, right there. He actually tried it, but Daigo said, you know what? I think you're going to go at it this one time, so I'm going to change my rhythm on the Sonic Boom.
It can be tough for Guile. Rashid has a bunch of different ways in. Roll on the ground, the very fast forward pressure on the ground, good jump buttons, great corner pressure.
Yeah, Daigo trying to go in a little bit more aggressively after he got that knockdown, but here we go. In the corner, throws the V reversal, jumps out.
Tried to escape again. Moke could have gotten more there.
Yeah, and Daigo's going to use the V reversal just to push him back and gain some of this Sonic Boom space again.
Well, Moke, I think, was hoping that Daigo would back off so that Moke could get his V-trigger going, but I really like that Daigo walked up and prevented that.
He's just ready for that. Doesn't want to let Moke get that V-trigger to set up any mix-ups. There it is.
Look at the time on the clock
But
now. It's
gone.
neutralized.
Yeah.
It's neutralized. That was it. And at that point, 12 seconds left on the clock. That had been quite a long round. Moke was really running out of options. He needed to make something happen.
That was beautiful. Daigo said, you know what, you're going to activate right now. I already have an EX Sonic Boom thrown out to meet up with that V-trigger. The instant you activate it, oh, God, the upside down kick from long distance.
Patience there. Oh, very nice.
Okay, there we go. That spinning mixer covers so much space, but Daigo...
Right in there. All right, look at this man. Ready.
Oh, God. Crouching light punch anti-air, but Daigo again just jumping right out of the corner. Just a raw jump. Fearless. Oh, but a great jump timing for Moke. Here we go, all the way to the corner.
Activating. Gets him a little bit of pressure. Yeah, actually, nice bit of pressure. Close to stun. Yep, he got it. Is it enough on the follow-up? No.
Not quite, and Daigo sitting on so many resources, but just a meaty stand light punch. Daigo tried to do something on his wake up. Did not work out. Moke taking round number 2. And again, Daigo just establishing the Sonic Boom rhythm. But Daigo, the best at being very hard to read rhythm-wise. Oh, look at that.
I love his escapes so far. We've seen the fist for the crush. We've seen the jumps. We've seen a lot of reversals. His defense has been really strong. That forward roundhouse to try to just prevent Moke in the first place from coming in. Moke now, EX. We've seen him willing to spend a lot of meter on his wake up and on pressure.
Oh man, Moke's just walked into a couple of those now. Yep, and
it's
throwing
gone.
an EX just to get those too far for the flash kick.
Very bad news for Daigo. He's caught.
Yeah, look at that. Just because of that one. Oh my God, the wake up. EX.
Daigo tried to press buttons there, ill-advised. EX again!
Yeah, and he's got a V-trigger ready to go.
But escape again.
Oh, that's, yeah, off of the light punch, not going to get anything. It was a little bit linked, and he's got another V-trigger, and he goes through, because he says, you know what? I know you're throwing these EX Sonic Booms to erase this, so I'm going to use my EX Eagle Spike to punish you for trying that again.
So Daigo with some nice ideas, but Moke ended up having control.
Beautiful adaptation from Moke. He takes game number 1.
But we saw him even in the last round trying to do things that he was trying to do in the first round, but that Daigo seemed ready for, like roll. In the first round, Daigo blew that up. Not in that last one. He just didn't think it was gonna keep coming at that timing.
Yeah, Daigo's such a legend. You're definitely hearing a lot of support for Daigo from the crowds right now.
Trying to put up the wall is Daigo.
And what's interesting is that Daigo's usually probably one of the best at going from offense to defense, switching back and forth, but I feel like he hasn't really been able to get any offense going against Moke. Moke's been able to get a lot of EX spinning mixers to kind of snuff that offense.
Even when Daigo gets out of pressure, it feels like he's right back into it almost. Will he go in? Yes.
Yep,
Like I
there it
said,
is.
Moke is willing to do this quite often. Chooses not to go for trigger.
Oh man, look at all that gray help building up on Daigo's side.
It really is. Daigo with the sweep activated would have been safe.
Oh, he tried to jump out, but Moke said, you know what, I'm gonna jump too to keep you from going. Oh, it stops the trigger, and then he gets the critical art as an anti-air. Oh.
No, he does not. No, he does not.
Never mind. What a reaction from Moke. Oh, and barely squeezes past the Sonic Boom with a jumping heavy kick.
We talked about Rashid's options on getting in. It's not just the roll, it's not just the ground movement. It's also fantastic jump in attacks.
You saw right there, Daigo trying to execute a little offense. Here we go, being a little more aggressive, more sobats, more knees, more dashes. But Moke once again just shifting it away back to his side.
Oh, he had the anti-air before, did Moke? Not this time. Daigo out. But again, even if Daigo gets out, he has to deal with Rashid in his face instantly again.
Okay, there we go. Confirm off of the counter hit. Oh, Moke.
Waiting. Oh, yeah.
He's pumping for something, and he's going to combo into the V-trigger. Get a ton of damage off of this. Go for the setup. Daigo setting up the V-trigger now.
But to what end? He needs to make some damage happen. Okay, maybe the start of pressure.
Oh, no! Misses the meaty throw, and Moke is going to counter him with his own wake-up throw.
I just guessed wrong on whether Moke would do quick rise or back roll.
Remember, this is the loser's side of the bracket. Whoever loses this is eliminated from this tournament in 7th place. So that's going to either go to Daigo Umehara or Moke.
Daigo taking a little bit of time to think about it. Among the fighting game competitors, he is certainly among the best at considering things and coming back with a different idea.
He's willing to experiment in, high-pressure matches just to kind of find out information. But Moke up 2-0 right now against Daigo. So again, another long road now, this time for Daigo. Yep, here we go. A little bit more offensive pressure now. Moke running into a bunch of those buttons.
I think that would make sense. It's not like he hasn't tried it, but Moke's defense has been extremely good. Here's Daigo now getting the correct timings on things. His pressure looked a lot better. What a solution. Chooses to save bar. Let's see. Was that a problem? Patience, Warren.
And he gets the juggle, gets a little extra damage. Oh boy, here we go. Moke gets him thrown in the corner just a little too far. Didn't run far enough.
So much better there from Daigo. Better offense, and you can see even there, he's more actively taking up screen than just sticking out booms from far away.
Yeah,
Guile in this game is not just about projectiles. He also has excellent buttons in that mid-range.
And we saw him start out with a bunch of sonic booms, but now trying to make sure his play is not nearly as stagnant. Trying to be a little more active now.
Yeah, you can really see that. It's paying off, too. V reversal. Oh, nope. V trigger, excuse me, ready for Moke. Oh, but even still, Daigo, look at all of this. He's so ready all of a sudden.
Oh, he gets the counter hit again.
And he's in there, and Daigo with exactly what he needed. More offense, more movement, taking up space more actively in the mid-range rather than looking to take it up with booms. Excellent, excellent adaptation.
Yeah, now this is a situation now where Moke really needs to make a counter adaptation because that looked very convincing for Daigo, and if it just continues to go that way, Daigo can definitely make this comeback.
But hey, if this match is just about throwing buttons in the mid-range, Rashid's still one of the best in the game at that.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Heavy spinning mixer also sucks him right back into the corner. A little too late on that V reversal. He was able to block it, so didn't get the knockdown, didn't get to push him away. Here comes Moke now.
Looking for some different timings on things is Moke, but Daigo with a good escape. Back to the mid-screen, not for long.
Another great jump timing from Moke. Oh boy.
Daigo putting space between him and the corner, I like it. But again, it's about offense, it seems. It's not just about the zone. It's got to deal damage.
Nice, had the flash kick charged up, ready to go. Oh, and the low profile on the crouching medium kick. Gets right under Daigo's poke, and Moke now is at match point.
Daigo's in trouble.
He needs to have 2 more rounds like he did in game number 3, but there we go again. Daigo has not baited one of those out yet and punished it properly.
No, and Moke is insistent about bringing them out. He's not going to give up on his own wake-up. He's mixed it up really well. Daigo now does have the life advantage. He can play a little bit more stoically.
Oh, crush counter, so he's going to get the flash kick juggle on that 3 hits.
If he finds a hit here, oh yes, it does do it. It does do it. And he gets to save super in doing so, staying alive.
All right, both players now with tons of resources. I got to imagine an early, oh no, Daigo spends one of the bars for the EX, and he's got charged up for the flash kick again.
Back to this control here for Daigo. Not always throwing the boom. You can't be too predictable.
Yeah, those couple of times Moke has jumped over the Sonic Boom and punished Daigo are the reason why.
Yes, again, Moke so many times. But they've worked, so why not?
See Daigo that time not throwing out any EX Sonic Booms at all because he knew he was worried about that Eagle spike.
Look at the orange underneath Daigo's life bar. That stun bar was getting higher. That V reversal came out as boom. That's fine.
Nice. And it lowers the stun bar as well. Here comes Moke. Still has the corner position.
Oh,
got him! And it's going to be able to convert.
And he's really just one good hit away from doing this here, from sending Daigo out of the tournament. But Daigo's...
Oh, just a throw!
One more. No, it was instant. Daigo knew he was doing it. Can he get in there? He is very much alive. No meter. It's not timed correctly. Moke! The wake up, crouching short. The quick rise into crouching short. Daigo was looking for that upside down kick to hit against the back roll. Didn't come.
Yeah, that upside down kick is designed to go under those crouching light kicks, but I just feel like he did it a little bit too late. Moke caught him before he got fully invincible low from the crouching low kicks. And there it is, Daigo Umehara in 7th place here at Capcom Cup 2017. Round of applause for the beast, Daigo Umehara.
Yeah, I think he played very, very well this weekend. I liked a lot of what he did. Let's take another look at some of what he did in this most recent match here against Moke. We'll go into that and see sort of how it went for Moke. I liked his pressure. I liked his movement. I thought he did a really nice job on all that stuff. And one of the keys to me was that he so consistently was able to make his own wake-up work.
Yeah, Moke was, I believe, 100% on the EX spinning mixer wake-ups. I don't think Daigo blocked a single one. I don't think he baited and crush countered any of them.
We're going to get a chance to see that final moment again. Daigo gets the knockdown. You can see he wants the overhead, but instead he just didn't get the right timing. It's a little mix-up as to what timing you need.
Right.
And Moke had the crouching short, the very fast attack to attack Daigo before he could get hit.
Yeah, you're right. Daigo was probably expecting him to not quick rise, but to back roll. But the quick rise obviously gets up a little bit faster, so a little bit too late on the upside down kick for Daigo.
Hey, that's a major mix-up in this game. You know, a huge part of playing defense is getting the choice between those two things correctly.
Absolutely.
So good job to Moke for doing exactly that. He is going to stay alive. Daigo out.
Yep, and unfortunately, we're going to have another elimination match coming up. This is on the other side of the losers bracket, and of course, we had 6 Japanese players in there, right? And then the other 2 non-Japanese players, Mena RD, who has advanced forward, and the other one, Problem X from the UK.
Exactly. Yeah, no problem. Came into this, a lot of us were calling for him to go very, very far. And indeed he has. He's made top 8. We'll see him play after this short break. Be back in a bit.
Right, we are back here. We are 3 games through the first round here at the top 8 for the Capcom Cup 2017. Coming to you live from the PlayStation Experience. I'm James Chen.
What's up? I'm Alter David. Yeah, it's been good so far. Interesting matches. We know what the winner's finals is going to be.
That's right.
That has been lined up. Of course, that's going to be Mena RD versus Tokido. We also know that Daigo Umehara has been eliminated.
That's right. And we already know that Itabashi is waiting there. Itabashi and Yukadon are waiting for the winners of these 2 matches.
Yeah, we're taking a look at the bracket right here. So again, Moke just sent Daigo out. That happened in the loser's side. It will be Yukadon versus Moke in the next round of losers. Now, we know that Itazan is going to be playing in the next round of losers, but we don't yet know who his competition's going to be. It's going to be one of these 2 folks. Problem X from the UK or Nemo from Japan.
I think both of those results are super interesting stories. Problem X was sent to losers bracket by Itazan earlier in this tournament, and of course Nemo and Itazan, they kind of have a little storied history.
They do, yeah. It was a very big problem for Nemo, although he's finally defeated that demon, but we'll see how that goes here.
Yeah.
Problem X and Nemo, to me, are 2 of the most unique players in the world. They both use strong characters, Urien and Bison, but very few people play those characters at such a high level.
And Nemo, of course, he hasn't been able to travel as much, which is why he didn't get into the Capcom Cup through points.
Yeah.
But he did show up for the Last Chance Qualifiers. And to give you an idea of just how strong people think that this player is, a lot of people picked him to make it out of the Last Chance Qualifiers, and he did exactly that. He had some super close matches.
He definitely did, and they easily could have gone the other way, but they didn't. And part of being a champion is winning even when your opponent has made mistakes. Here we go. One of these two guys is out of there.
Will it be Problem X or Nemo? Here we go. Bison versus Urian.
They both have such interesting ideas with their characters. You know, I love Nemo in particular coming up with a bunch of new ideas that have really helped develop this character in the first place. But Bison has relatively few people using him at a high level. There's only just a couple in the US. And so it's rare that you see this high level of a matchup between these two characters.
I definitely like the all-purple affair here between both of these characters. Look at that crush counter, and he's going to get the juggle off of that.
Very interesting. Rather than going for the grab, which Headbutt would have beaten, goes for the roundhouse.
Man, look at this. Round number 1 and a quick stun for Problem X. He's going to activate V-Trigger, get some extra damage.
But don't, okay, he did go in. I'm always a little worried about pressuring Nemo with a fully stocked V-Trigger that year. That Aegis Reflector is so good, but Problem X knew what he was doing.
Yeah, and he went for the throw option as well. So even if Nemo had woken up with the V-Trigger, he would have gotten thrown. Look at this, the reset from Problem X.
He'd established knee right there before. Nemo this time was willing to block. Advantage after that. He just keep going.
Spent all of it just to keep this pressure going. He's gonna get the stun off of this.
I'll tell you, James, part of why Nemo just panicked and did that and may lose the round, yes, he does, is because of that pressure series. Oh, it feels bad to take that many attacks and have to block for that long. You want to get out of there. But Nemo made the wrong choice in the timing to do so. Great pressure by Problem X.
And Nemo just throwing out the thumbs up. He wants that run back now, no delays. See if he can make an adjustment here, but Problem X with a great first game. 2 stuns, 2 rounds.
Nemo has already shown that he knows, he sees that slide. He did dash up, then jump back to beat it. He did dash up, then block to beat it.
Try to anti-air with crouching medium punch, it looked like. Didn't have the timing quite right. Nice reaction to catch him with a jump medium punch.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Error for Nemo.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a confirm. Oh, wow. Juggle into the cycle ball.
Anti-air. Hey, anything's good for Problem X. Here comes Nemo, though.
Here we go.
Starting things off. The mix-ups can be crazy with this thing. Let's see where he goes.
Oh, he throws him back in there. He's going to be able to get a juggle. And the stun, Nemo. You can see why he is so dangerous with that Aegis Reflector. Now here we go, round number 2 in game number 2.
A little bit more patience there from Problem X. He has described his play as basically just stalling for V-Trigger.
All right, goes in. There was that pressure again. We saw him use a lot on that with the EX scissors.
Right. Oh, Nemo with excellent timing. He's trying to fight his way out of the corner. Takes a chance.
Get some armor.
That's right. When he does certain special moves now, he'll get some armor on them.
Oh, nice. Dash up, got the hits, but really didn't convert that into much. Oh,
just like this. Yep. Nemo, he has super. He's very dangerous. Problem X needs to have
boy, thrown in there. Goes for the meaty headbutt. That is completely safe.
Oh, no. Nemo with the drop. Problem goes.
Oh, what a great jump timing.
And he beat the headbutt just as it was coming up before the armor activated. And he takes the round. Wow, I really think Nemo was looking exactly for that jump, but his headbutt anti-air was not quite there.
All right, going right in there with the EX knees to start the pressure, gets the hit. Oh my God, towards medium punch into headbutt. Not easy.
Problem backing off a little bit, in and out for him. Okay, now he's got the fireball charged up, and so Nemo is taking a little bit more time. Look at, okay. Patience. Nemo blocking well. Always very squirrely on defense, always very active, or at least that's the reputation right there. He was willing to just block it out.
All right. Nice movement from Nemo so far, dashing back and forth, trying to stay hard to read, and now he gets the hit. Just a tiny bit of life left now for him.
Excellent escape. Oh boy. We're maybe 2 mix-ups away from the stun here. Nemo has to stay strong. No meter for him. In trouble.
Other side.
One more. Still no meter for him. Still in trouble.
On the other side again. The stun, and Problem X is going to go up 2 games to 0.
Look, once that Xian Bison comes out, the V-Trigger Bison comes out, the mobility he has, the damage he has, the stun, it all mounts quickly.
nobody has had a longer and more grueling weekend so far than Nemo, getting through that last chance qualifiers, then fighting his way all the way into top 8. Will it come to an end here by the hands of Problem X?
Keep in mind, beating Punk, a lot of people's favorite for the weekend. Try to get the whip punish. You say, oh, no.
All right, gets him with the Psycho Ball now into the corner here. Problem X has gotten so much play from the corner position. Look at this pressure.
Finally, the right time.
Yeah, a couple of times Problem X has called that out and punished it hard, but that time the EX headbutt worked for him.
All right, Problem X is really trying to remove that option.
Okay, gets the throw, and we're just scared of that Aegis reflector
Yeah,
right
I'll
now.
say, oh,
that
ball.
was so sick.
A lot of characters struggle to deal with the knee drop.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Hey, a lot of characters struggle to deal with that too, but there's Nemo ready for it.
Oh boy, here we go. And he's gonna get the combo off of this. Does he even need a reset? Yes, he's going for the reset. Second mirror in his face, and then a heavy kick is gonna catch him out of the jump.
Okay, very nice. I like the defense from Nemo, and he really converted it well into offense. Again, ready.
Yeah, Nemo has that measurement.
Oh?
Okay, punish. But he has that measurement after the charge stand heavy punch. He's got the light tackle to be able to make it safe on block. Oh my god, almost a stun for Nemo now.
Yeah, he really wants it. You can see that.
Oh boy.
Not gonna happen.
And now Problem X going in for the aggression, but Nemo catching that dash. Okay, counter poke.
Oh, what a roundhouse timing. Yeah, I like Nemo just getting out of there. Roundhouse, yes. Again, Nemo's ready for it.
And there we go, Nemo taking one game now.
And it was a very interesting game for Problem X to play in that way. He didn't bring out EX Devils until that game. I wonder if he's sort of testing Nemo to see what Nemo will do. Nemo had perfect answers for them. So I don't know if that's something that Problem X is still going to go to, unless there's a variation on it that we haven't seen yet.
Problem X even challenging that neutral jump, not giving Nemo any sort of space at all. Wow, just wake up scissor kick right in his face.
Bison with very poor walking movement, but excellent movement otherwise. Did you see Problem X rely on that?
Man, Nemo has had that standing heavy kick reaction on point. What a short.
Nemo still with pretty good. Okay, here comes Problem X. His turn to move.
Oh, here we go. More pressure. Got him again.
I think. Is that stun?
Oh, yeah, a stun.
And that may be the round.
Yes, it is.
Meterlessly even.
Problem X is at match point now. He has activated the Problem X factor and is ready to take this.
Okay, he's got the armor up. We've seen him try to get anti-air with it. No, Problem X is ready for the movement. Looking for things. Nemo with a little bit off on the range.
Oh yeah, a little bit bad time.
Beautiful. Look at that juggle was ridiculous.
All right, but full meter now for Nemo. Gonna spend one to get in with his knees. Nice walk back from Problem X to walk out of it. Yeah, and he's gonna punish that sweep. Lot of resources.
Oh boy, Nemo's in trouble right now. He can't get hit. Okay.
Oh boy, here we go. Activation. Oh, the overhead reset. He's got one more mirror.
Is that anything there? No!
No! And he's gonna push him right back into the mirror.
What an expensive attempt, but Nemo was looking for that as well.
Good job to Nemo. He's staying alive. Oh, dashes right into Problem X's buttons. You see the patience from Problem X.
Ah, okay, EX finally. We haven't seen him use it in that situation yet.
Yeah, enough active frames to catch that teleport. Oh, look at these buttons, almost a stun. Oh!
I think that was a setup before, and he didn't quite get it. And this time,
dunks him out of the air with the follow-up off the head stomp. Oh, he's gonna be able to convert, and here comes Problem X.
Still has advantage. Nemo respecting. He has. Oh, this time nothing. Just a lot of blocking. No, Nemo with the back throw into the corner. Will there be Aegis? Yes.
Yes, here's the trigger, and you are stuck here. He throws out another one, and again, the same finish, that standing heavy kick to catch him out of the jump. And Nemo ties it up. If he had just hit a button when Problem X went for that critical art, we would be in a very different situation here. But instead, we're tied here. It's game number 5 between Problem X and Nemo here for 7th place.
Nemo trying to play with his movement. There's a lot of activity from him, dashing, jumping. Does not want Problem X to know where he's going to be. If you let Bison dictate where he can stand, where he can be, where he knows the opponent is, it's tough. So he moves instead.
Every time you block that standing heavy punch at max range, he's got the light chariot tackle followed up right away. Something, oh wow. That stopped the cross up. Oh my God, here comes Nemo.
This pressure is immaculate. Will there be an activation? Here comes Problem X now.
Oh, he got the crush. Good start, went for the throw.
Oh boy, very close to stun.
He got the stun.
He doesn't have meter. He will build it. Is this going to be enough? No.
Oh, it's too much damage.
But that's a lot out there. Look at that. Oh boy, Nemo.
Oh!
Extremely fast. Safe option. Would have canceled it into Eyez anyway. Nemo, good call. Match point.
And Problem X spent so much resources to get that stun. I feel like he probably should have went for a reset instead of spending all that for the stun. All right, Problem X now. On the danger of being eliminated, Nemo at match point.
Nemo again moving around very well, making it difficult for Problem to know where and when to approach.
Trade on that anti-air attempt from Problem X.
No jump that time. There had been jumps there before. The armor comes into play.
Nice block on the overhead, but then whoa, it just follows up with a throw. And now, Problem X running low on life. Oh, here we go, press counter.
James, you know this is doable. There's 2 mix-ups left. Advantage there.
Throw, and what's the mix-up? Oh, he's gonna convert off of it.
Why?
He's got the hit. Is this gonna be enough? No, not quite enough.
Very close. Safety, yeah, actually advantage. He chases. Still has advantage. Nemo is very close to doing it. Roundhouse. No, he didn't want any part of that.
Oh,
there it is.
The air fireball from Nemo is gonna take it, and Problem X is gonna go out in 7th.
James, how many times this weekend have we seen Nemo seem like he's in trouble? And he just manages to get through. He's in losers, all right? Daigo sent him there. It's not like he's never lost, but I gotta tell you, I've almost never seen somebody go down 0-2 or be in situations where the opponent has the game-winning combo, and it just all works out for him anyway. On top of that, extremely, extremely strong player. So both luck and skill, boy, that's a tough one to combat, that's for sure.
Let's take a look at that last match here and just see how Nemo somehow managed to survive here. Again, I feel like Problem X probably shouldn't have spent the meter for all this damage. He should have went for a reset before the stun. Nemo with the surprise EX tackle to take that, and then here with a perfect timed anti-air fireball against that jump. What a read on that distance. And Nemo moves on in loser's side. Oh.
Yeah, that's it for Problem X. We winnow down the number of players who are in here not from Japan.
Yes.
One gone.
That's right. But of course, now he's going to move on to fight against Itabashi Zangief. And like I said, these two players have a lot of history with each other.
Yes.
Nemo, very salty about Zangief, especially Itabashi at one point.
Hates the character.
And then at one point, very recently, Nemo beat Itabashi in a match, and Itabashi did not stand up.
No, not happy about it.
Yeah, and another time Nemo lost, and he didn't want to shake Itabashi's hand. So interesting that here at Capcom Cup, this rivalry will basically almost be concluded.
Well, we'll see what happens next year. But for this year, you're right. Yeah, Season 2 of Street Fighter V is coming to a close. And it's not a surprise that we have those two players so far into it, because they have been among the best in the world the whole year.
But we are going to continue on in the loser side of the bracket. You see right there, we have Yukadon and Moke coming up again. So another Japanese player is going to have to go home after this one here on the loser side.
That's right. But Moke, Yukadon versus Moke, they played at Canada Cup. And Moke beat Yukadon 2-1.
Wow. Okay. And of course, Yukadon earlier this year took 2 premier events in a row. Really, really strong player. Has been doing really well with Ibuki all year long.
Oh yeah. No, he's been one of the best. And as you mentioned before, not just this year, but last year as well, he made top 8 at EVO.
Right, and he made top 8 at EVO again this year, and now he's at top 8 at Capcom Cup. Hey. How are we not talking about this guy as maybe potentially the best Street Fighter V player, period right now.
Might be. He's going to have to fight through losers to get the championship, Capcom Cup, but certainly doable for him.
One of the things that I do, they hear people cheering their names in the crowd, and the one thing that I do love about Moke right now, you know, even just from that headshot and the response to someone shouting Moke, he's having fun.
Yeah.
He is having a good time. He's traveling the world, playing video games.
You know it.
It's a great time, great time.
So one of them will go home. Another 3 out of 5 set here.
And what's interesting too is that, you know, these two might be the premier players of their characters.
Yeah.
And early on, you know, a lot of people were talking about Laura, Balrog, Urian. You know, Urian's here, but there's no Lauras or Balrogs
No,
in
sure.
top 8. But then towards the end of the year, it really was about Rashid and Ibuki. And guess what? Here we have the two premier players of those characters going up against each other here at Capcom Cup.
A little bit more cautious play from Moke. Doesn't have to contend with quite as strong of a zoning character this time. Ibuki more about pressure and counter pokes.
Now we saw from Yukadon against Tokido how much he just wants to be in your face and continue that pressure. But Moke right now doing a great job preventing that, but just a missed time on that meaty.
Chance for pressure. Even there. Nice block.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what? That's going to lead... Oh, wait. You know what? See, I think he let it drop.
Maybe.
Because he didn't want him to stun with so many hits. The combo continues, so thus the damage scaling also continues. If he lets that combo drops and gets him stunned off of the throw, the follow-up combo will do much more damage.
Okay, Yukadon scoped that out. Projectile invincibility right on through. Good jump timing. Forward movement all of a sudden.
Oh, no. Wow.
What? Oh, a couple of wild errors from both guys. For sure, neither one intended that.
All right. Gets the corner position, gets the pressure, throw. Does he run up and throw again? No, just goes for the crouching medium kick.
Put himself in the corner, but hey, you're Rashid, no big deal.
Yep, just like that, you're out of there. Again, a character who is so good at controlling where he and his opponent on screen are. Got side switch combos, got side switch moves.
Good confirm there by Moke. Some damage for himself, most of the way into the corner as well. Is that enough? Not quite. But oh boy, Yukadon is dangerous. Look at all those resources. They're not going to come into play. Moke with game 1.
So you said that Moke managed to beat Yukadon earlier in this year, and right now it looks like he is continuing that streak. Moke looking really comfortable. He's taken out so many strong players here. He just took out Daigo. He took out Punk earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We've seen how active Moke likes to be on his own wake-up that time as well.
All right, sets that up. Tried to blow away a lot of that tornado. You see, he did get rid of a lot of it with the EX kunai. Oh,
Timing. Yeah, it's just perfect movement. Exactly the moment he needed it.
Okay.
Yukadon patient there in the corner. Very difficult to deal with that button. Oh!
Oh, he fell to the other side. I don't think Moke was expecting that. Oh, that was too far for the EX kunai explosion to
Here
catch.
come the mix-ups. Where's he going? Got him!
Using the explosion of the B-trigger bomb to just hide where he is. All you see is the explosion, and when it's done, Ibuki's either going to be on the left or the right, and you just got to block and hope you guess the correct direction.
Okay, Yukadon saw that dash, or that jump. His idea was to dash through it. He gets the corner as a result. Pressure. Moke trying to press buttons underneath. No.
Wow, that looked like a neutral jump, and in fact was a foot. Whoa, he hopped over the kunai on the V-trigger activation.
Oh, Yukadon with the buttons immediately. He's already seen how Moke likes to pressure there.
Oh, and again, that button right there, that crouching heavy punch controls so much space on the screen. Hard to get around. Crush counter, safe on block.
But regardless, Yukadon takes the game.
Good throw from Yukadon. Now we're tied 1-1 here in the loser's quarter match.
Moke ready.
Of course, his game.
Okay, yeah, his idea was to go in hard, but as we said, very active on his own wake-up, this time with the neutral jump. Buttons, neutral jump, EX mixer, a lot of different choices coming out of him. Stun, almost!
That might have been a counter hit push back there for that. Oh, yes, there it is. Baited the throw that time. So big damage off of this. Needs one more good combo, good sequence.
Right, but Yukadon, oh, okay, saves it, looking for the hit confirm instead.
Oh, he just ate the cross up. Not sure what happened. I just saw him crouch, and he just got hit.
Well, Moke has very unusual jump timings. I think that's a big part of why they work both here and against Daigo and against other people. They're not the sort of timing that you often see. He waits a little longer than other people do. He moves into it more suddenly than other people do.
Nice side switch from Yukadon. Gets his pressure going, gets his offense started. Yeah, look at this. Moke has not been able to stop this offense just yet, but the nice off-the-wall decision there. And now back to neutral.
Big stuff. Movement into the corner, that's really what Moke wants. Mix-ups. Great blocks. Might have been an absolute card, actually, but hey.
All right, trying to use those EX kunais to gain some pressure. No anti-air from Moke that time. Gave Yukadon a free jump in, and now here comes Moke. Damage, and guess what? All the way into the corner, back throw.
Yeah, he was looking for the block. Right. So now it's on Yukadon to make this happen. Blocking is Moke, but still very fidgety.
He stayed in the front, and Moke read that?
Yeah, I think it was the opposite last time. He was looking for the same thing Moke did.
Spinning
pressure here from Moke. He does see it, yes! So his pressure is just looking so good. I love his movement. I like his delays. His own wake up, he's fought extremely well. He just has a lot of things going for him right now.
Moke now one game away. He has been so dominant all tournament long, and in fact, the only match that he lost was the crazy nail biter against Itabashi. Outside of that, he's been so solid the entire tournament. And now he's one game away from continuing forward and eliminating Yukadon. Of course, Yukadon trying his best to prevent that right now. Needs to take 2 games in a row.
Yukadon looking for the jump. It's not coming. Moke instead, ground pressure.
Okay, no anti-air from Yukadon, unfortunately.
Right. Oh, yeah. Why not?
Trade, yeah, exactly. So actually good for Moke because he got the knockdown. Oh, did you see the wait? Just in case Moke did the wake up EX spinning mixer. We saw him do that a lot against Daigo, but here he's been a little bit more conservative against Yukadon, it feels like. Oh, the other side, the left-right mix-up. Yukadon taking round number 1.
Very hard to see that.
All right.
Yukadon looking for the dash toward it. Didn't come this time.
Again, right now, just jockeying for a little bit of an offensive pressure situation.
Well, although Yukadon has had good pressure of his own, I feel like most of this match is him waiting and seeing what Moke does. Is Moke going to move forward on the ground? Is he going to jump in? What's going to happen? And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Not that that's to Yukadon's error. It's very hard to play against Rashid in that respect.
Good conversion from Yukadon. I'm sorry, from Moke to get Yukadon all the way into the corner. And again, just trying to battle his way out of there. Just don't want to get stuck in the corner. Your movement is so restricted in that area. Wow, EX uppercut just in the middle of the block string.
Moke with the big time life advantage. His defense is looking good.
Rush counter sweep, can't quick rise, gets a throw.
Trigger, yes, it's coming.
Runs back and goes for the trigger. What's the mix-up? Oh!
Was that from the front still? Landed front, no. Oh, my bad, it was from the back. Sick.
Yeah, I'm not sure which direction that Moke jumped at all, but here we go. Moke is at match point now versus Yukadon. All right, using again that EX kunai, that second explosion locks the opponent down and is able to allow Ibuki to get in. But again,
a little bit more activity when you hear from Yukadon. But you know what? Moke saw that and he's immediately recognized.
Yeah, so far, Moke, oh man, okay, there we go. Has the anti-air on point, ready to go.
Looking for the jump he was, but Yukadon attacked on the ground and it worked out.
Okay, not a crush counter, so it's not gonna combo off of that. Here we go.
Big chance here.
Party time.
Yeah, gotta make this next mix-up count.
Oh, I'm not sure.
The air grab? I don't know, something weird was happening, for sure. He still has the bomb, but I'm not sure he's gonna get a chance to use it. Moke pressuring.
In the corner, oh, gets out again. He's just ready.
But he sort of gives Yukadon a chance now. If Yukadon can find a moment in neutral, he can get the bomb out, he can get some damage, get the game. But again, Yukadon is waiting to see what Moke does. Okay.
Rashid, only character with that runs.
Does he get him? Not in time. There it is!
Oh, here we go.
It's not enough. He did not quite have the EX enough to do it. There he goes. Moving forward, he gets the grab.
What a clutch throw from Yukadon. So many of the players at the end of a game, because they know now all of a sudden the throw is... So, I mean, normally in neutral, you take the throw because the opponent just doesn't get the same kind of setup off of combos. But at the end of the round, obviously when the throw is going to kill you, it creates so much fear that a lot of people get the throw bait at the end of the round. But Yukadon, no, he went straight for the throw to close it out and tie it up 2-2.
Well, Moke's already where he wants to be, that's for sure. Oh, all of a sudden, forward command dash. Yukadon gets out of the corner as a result. I like that. And then patience, Moke moving. Overhead, all of a sudden, we haven't seen it yet.
All right, into the corner now.
Already has V-trigger. If he can find a hit. No, Moke gets out again. Oh man, his own wake up has been so strong. No, hit out of it.
I feel like there was some execution error there. That was such an unsafe V-trigger that he activated. Oh! He had the counter hit, but he didn't confirm it. That could have been the round.
Waiting. Oh, is he in there?
Oh my God.
He waited, oh boy. And the last hit belongs to Moke.
That crouching heavy punch once again causing headaches for the opponent. Moke once again at match point.
Yukadon has fought back from here before.
Oh, beautiful throw bait. Punishes the throw with. Close to stun. One more hit. Oh,
wow, what a choice. EX kick. Well, hey, it works.
I felt like he tried to backdash to avoid the
Oh man, stun's coming in, Moke.
Oh, man. Here we go. He was trying to avoid the mixer, but instead the eagle spike on wake up caught the. Oh my God, that's damage. That was
so
enough.
Smart. Oh boy, Moke. He feigned backdash into trigger for sure, right?
Right.
And so Yukadon tries to move forward to chase him down, prevent it from coming out. Instead, Moke with the backdash into button instead, and he controlled things right from there.
That's
beautiful
right.
play.
Yeah, we have seen Moke do that time and time again, even just here in this top 8 already. Double backdash into V-trigger.
Yeah, why not? It's something that Rashid's always do, and it's strong. But instead, he had the mix-up on it. Excellently done.
Right.
That means that in the next round for him is going to be Nemo or Itazan.
Oh, man. Again, Itazan was the player who sent him to loser's bracket in a super close match. It took Itazan with the most ridiculous clutch ending to be able to take that from him. But again, Nemo might have something to say about that and try to take out Itabashi first.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, no, Nemo versus Itazan is something that I'm really looking forward to. These two guys, again, are amazing with their characters. Very interesting ideas with their characters. They play them uniquely. It's very unique styles.
And as I mentioned before, these two players with a little bit of history against each other. You know,
if they shook hands, it already happened. It's not happening up on that stage.
They both definitely want to end this season with the win for the definitive say that, yes, I closed out with the win. I am on top. And so there is going to definitely be a... I say definitely. I'm curious to see if there's going to be any salt after this. So, you know.
We will see. We will see. But first, we're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back with the match in just a bit. Alrighty, so we are going to have up next Nemo versus Itabashi Zangief. Again, two of the players that I like watching the most.
Yeah.
Two of the most unique players out there. They both use tools with their characters that you don't often see used by other people, or they use them in interesting or sort of unique ways. Like, for example, this weekend, Itazan has been doing a lot with his V-trigger that you tend not to see. You tend to see Zangief's find a hit into it, hits a combo, they get the knockdown with the EX Air SPD. That's it. It's a hit, right? It's a combo. But instead, he's been using it for resets. And that's not like a brand new idea, but you just rarely see it. So it's that kind of thing that he brings to the table, and that Nemo does as well.
I really wish that I could just have this match play out and watch you and Sejam just like stare at each other right now. We know Sejam is rooting for some Nemo. We know, you're rooting for some Itazan here. You love that Zangief.
No, I'm completely unbiased.
But here we go. It is going to be Itabashi Zangief versus Nemo. Again, as I mentioned, these two players have fought each other a lot during the course of this year. And it's crazy to me that this is happening here in the losers bracket, but again, we are in so late in this bracket. All these matches are just going to be between the most ridiculously talented players.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Of course they respect each other. No doubt about it.
For now.
Maybe I speak too soon about Nevo.
We'll see how much they respect each other after the match.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The key point right there.
Yeah, Nemo does hate playing against Zangief. And he studied it up. Like you said, he did beat Itazan finally. You could see how well he studied that. That was big thorn in his side. He's such a mobile player. He likes to move in different ways that other people don't, that Urians don't. He doesn't zone as much. He's not as much about the footsie buttons as some Urians are. And that sort of style, that movement-heavy style, gets shut down by Zangief.
Right. Plus, another thing, too, here is that Zangief also can kind of disrespect... Oh, my God. Well, first of all, he can disrespect V-reversals like that, but he can also disrespect Aegis Reflector mix-ups by doing wake-up lariats.
Lovely escape by Nemo. Okay,
oh, other side. The stun.
Not just like that. That happened instantly, huh?
All right, what's he got here? The reset. Oh.
How many? He couldn't absorb it all. Started to walk forward, but you only get so many. If you have V-trigger activated, cool, you absorb all of them, but he didn't have it yet.
All right, so nice little comeback there from Nemo.
Part of what Nemo's sort of figured out about this matchup is how to pressure Zangief. I think that's a big part of why he did beat Zangief, Itabashi Zangief. Close to stun, he's got it again. This is what I'm talking about. I really love his pressure in the matchup.
Man,
this is that enough. It is!
God,
Nemo with just a dominant game one. Sure, he was put into the corner in the first round for a little bit, but he jumped out at the perfect timing. He made all the right choices in terms of pressure. He recognized that V-skill absorbs were happening, and he kept it up. And then that round, wow, blow up. Excellent first game.
Yeah, quick first game as well, especially with that second round perfect. Now Nemo right now, you can see him just zoning right here, trying to find the right moment to begin that offensive pressure that you talked about that he's learned to apply against Zangief. Oh, wow, just a little too far, and he dashes up and manages to throw the armored heavy punch.
Ooh, what a reaction. Down fierce. Ah, okay, Zangief gets in there. He just moving forward, yes.
I love it.
What a funky timing on that. Very close to the stun. Yeah, Nemo trying to get away, and Itazan with the perfect read on when that attempt to get away would stop.
All right, and that should do it right there for Itazan. Taking round number one. Wait, we haven't had stuns all 3 rounds so far.
The slobber knocker for sure.
Oh, down fierce. What the heck was that all about? That is definitely not safe on block.
No, although it's cancelable,
yes.
It can be made safe.
Nice. There's the anti-air. Missed the reset out of the air.
Is he there in time? Not quite.
Oh, the EX carry attack goes. Oh my God, look at that.
That was ridiculous.
We got the EX fireball loops in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Nemo doing max damage in the corner.
He knew his spacing to a T. Itazan looks a little bit out of place, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, looks like, oh, but he's gonna be able to connect, yeah.
And that's when I said earlier that I think Geef beats a movement-heavy Yuri, and that's the kind of thing I was talking about.
Oh, and then he reads the backdash, gets the crush counter on that, and then stay down. Keeps him on the floor with that headbutt. Despite that second round, if he can take this, he's tied it up, but here we go.
Again, Nemo has a chance. Oh, is that in time? Yes, yes. Itazan now for one more mix-up for the game.
Meaty, oh!
The range? Oh, and he didn't quite get the combo down jab into spin. Should work, but I guess he wasn't there.
Okay, reset. Oh, he still had the second mirror that whole time.
Nemo's trying to stay away. Now we see the zoning side of Yuri, and he's got the armor ready. Would be ill-advised for Zangief to jump.
Oh, but 2 hits when you charge it all the way up. So one headbutt was going to clear both.
Nemo just waited it out. He knew that there wasn't much of a threat. He kept the armor. And look at him slowly whittling away on Itazan's life.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Is he in there?
Oh, you went in for the pressure. Wow, that's such a risk.
Oh, boy. Itazan is on a mission. He just wants to move forward and get that final down jab, but he may be overextending. Nemo has fought so well. The down jab. No, Nemo's patient around it. 19 seconds.
And Nemo is down on life, but it doesn't feel that way right now. Oh my god, he's in.
Patience. Itazan now sees the timer. 11 seconds. Nemo needs to make something happen.
Oh,
he just did. No!
The second hit of the target combo missed, and much to Itazan's elation.
I will say, but even though Nemo lost that round, I am so impressed with his zoning and his patience. And he found a perfect moment, but he overextended on it.
Yeah.
I love all the rest of that for him.
Right here. Just missed. Oh man. All right, back to the match here.
I wonder if he was trying to do the forward into headbutt. I guess he didn't have charge. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, Itazan takes the game. He'll take that.
Oh, and here we go. He'll also take that and a light SPD. Goes for the mix-up. Gets another light SPD. Oh, you crazy man, Itazan.
He went in. Nemo took the risk. And again, we have this at full, well, not even full screen. It's at a good range for himself where he can't really be attacked from the air. Gief's.
Oh, yes! Oh my God, what a catch! But then the second mirror didn't quite get the hit.
Itazan trying to play patiently. He was looking for it. What an EX! And after 2 as well. I mean, he knows Itazan's tendencies so well.
Uh-oh. Got himself into the corner now, but you see Itazan back off just a little bit.
There's no charge. What in the world?
He went for a standing medium kick off of the jump. It's almost like he was planning to poke with that button long before Nemo jumped, and he just accidentally autopiloted into it.
I think that's what it was. But even still, you don't often see stand medium kick at that range. Or at all.
Right. Larry through there, trying to navigate this minefield, but it's very clear right now, Nemo, thanks to that one round, even though he lost that one round, he realized that this little fireball zoning game has worked well for him.
Oh, he's done it before. It's not a new idea for him, but wow, he's really made it work out, that's for sure. A convincing game from Nemo in response to what could have been a win for him anyway. He could be, you know, even further than he is at the moment.
2-1 for Nemo. Is he gonna get final say in this rivalry here?
I mean, he was a pixel away from this being 3-0 already.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's true. That's a little
fierce. Oh my god.
A little bit of bad luck for Nemo, but
oh yeah. But he's other than that, he's been still strong.
Right, and he's still up.
The counter pokes are there. Moving into a range, yes. Perfect spacing to make that anti-air work for the juggle.
The reactions that he has,
and look at that, you see him button, and then Itazan wanted out, didn't want to be there. Nemo knew it, backdash, perfect anti-air spacing, it's match point, and it is a dominant performance so far.
Nemo, I mean, look, it is so hard to get that crouching heavy punch as an anti-air unless you are just expecting the jumps every single time, and he has been able to anti-air with such great consistency.
Nope, not quite there, but not with punish either. But Itazan, look at him cornered. He's just stuck. He can't get out. Nemo's pressure is excellent grab, and he's really just another series away from sending Itazan out of the tournament. No.
Oh, nice reaction there to catch that, and he goes for the reset. Gets the backdash, and now the Air EX SPD.
Got him.
Oh, the regular one, and that's going to be a stun.
Wow.
I should be able to kill off of this.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Itazan staying alive, trying to tie this up at 2-2. Oh my god. Stash up SPD right from the get-go. Oh, the headbutt. Oh my god. I thought that
no punish. He expected to cancel, of course. Tried to get the splash. Instead, Nemo gets the corner again. We've been here for a lot of this last game.
Yeah. And now the surprise EX Chariot tackle, 7-frame startup, so hard to block on just pure reaction.
The backdash again to the perfect anti-air spacing. Anti-air perfect as well. He's very close to doing it. And he does get it. And he rockets out of his chair and has the biggest grin on his face, and he cannot wait for the handshake from Itazan. Will it come? Will there be the handshake?
Itazan had his head on the table at first. There it is, the handshake.
Give it up. Grin. Oh my god.
Give it up to Itabashi. Zangief, definitely a crowd favorite here. Great play from him, but unfortunately goes out in 5th place.
And again, that could have been a 3-0. It was very close to it. Other than that little miss by Nemo, I thought his spacing was perfect. His understanding of Zangief's movements and tendencies were perfect. Hard to get more dominant in a 3-1 performance than that match.
Exactly. So, but great stuff right there. So
Yeah, well, Itazan is out of it. You know, he made a great run. Congrats to him for having done so well this whole year, both this weekend and at EVO. He was at both, and he in fact was the only player to make EVO winner's side top 8 and Capcom Cup winner's side top 8.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Great year for Itazan right there.